So I'm like, all right. Now, how dirty do the game gotta be?
How dirty do the game gotta be? And you know what? Honestly, with that saying, it don't matter how dirty it gotta
be. Put down the dawn. It don't matter how dirty it get. Don't even bring no dawn.
Put down the dawn.
Put down the dawn. Put the
dawn down.
Put the dawn down. It's dirty over here.
We about to get greasy. Even if we gotta go ahead and sweep the leg, Johnny. We gonna get it.
Nancy Kerrigan.
Gonna get it.
Come on.
Nancy Kerrigan.
I need to go.
We about to get it, dog. We about to get it.
Like, suffering for suffering's sake is not my deal. It's not my tribe, bro. Like, I don't suffer for the sake of the word existing, because I never will.
You know, we have a lot of expressions in the English language.
I don't even know what I'm saying.
What are we talking about?
Where'd that come from?
Most all of us use them every day.
I don't even know what that means. No one knows what it means.
You know, we just say them as if they really made sense.
I mean, how silly is that?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
What the f*** is he talking about?
Yo, what's good? You know what it is. You know who it is. It's me, Mario, Super Mario in Japanese, and welcome to the Appraise the Phrase show, origins of everyday expressions, where we're here to do three things: unveil the origin, confirm the meaning, and assess the value of common everyday phrases. Deep breath, man. Deep breath. Been doing that for a minute this year, and we about to wrap that thing up for a minute. 20 in the building as usual. What's good, 20?
Nah, man. What's good, brother? What's good, everybody? How everybody doing?
Good. I like the MJ, I like the shirt, man.
Yo, I just honestly, I seen this shirt. I think it was like Target or something like that. I was in Target getting something for kids, and I was like, let me just grab this one, man. Turned out Michael he was really at his baddest, no pun intended.
Oh man, he was bad.
He was at his baddest. I ain't gonna lie. Like the ballads, when it came to ballads. Like Brown Michael had the ballads, dog.
Yeah.
Brown Michael had the ballads, the slow songs, the serenade. But Light Mike
with the perm, with the curl.
With the curl, Light Mike was that deal, dog. Man. Light Mike was he was that, like, the curly Mike was that deal. You know what I'm saying? Then he kind of like went straight back Mike, ponytail Mike.
Ponytail Mike was fed up a little bit.
Ponytail Mike was just fed up with the whole industry, with the whole organization, everything, bro. He was fed up with just everybody in the world that wasn't just a positive person. He was just fed up. That's after they came at him and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, his transition was crazy.
It was crazy.
He's the greatest to me, bro. So
he is to do. For me, Mike Jackson is the greatest to do anything. Like, he's in the list of greatest to do anything. Like, I don't mean greatest entertainer. I mean greatest to do. Like, he's one of them people like, damn, you did what you did the best a person could do it.
Yo, yeah, and to give him a little bit more, the crazy thing about it is, like, if you really cut up his career, my nigga, like Brown Mike, Curly Mike.
That's what I said. The way we just did it is the best way to do it.
Button up Mike. Can't nobody see neither one of them individually. Like, if it was just Brown Mike's career, you're not fucking with him. If it was just Curly Mike's career, you're definitely not fucking with him. Yeah. And even button up, small white t-shirt under the button up Mike, so he can rip it off career, was crazy too as well, my nigga. Like, at the end, heavy fans, a lot of smokes.
Yes, bro.
That mic, you wasn't fucking with that mic and performing either, bro. So it's like all three facets, you couldn't fuck with it.
I'll even take it to Afro Child Mike, who is also kind of unfuckwittable.
Afro Child. Afro Child Mike is unfuckwittable as well.
As well,
dog. As well. So,
hey, man, you know what? I didn't plan this. We didn't plan this, but that Mike's the GOAT. and this is the last episode before our GOAT season 3 GOAT tournament, bro. Before we get into this episode, because it might be a quick one, dog, I remember doing season 2, like the GOAT show, like it was yesterday, fam. Like it was yesterday.
Bro, I remember us coming up with the tournament idea.
Yes. Yes.
I remember us coming up with the tournament idea like it was yesterday. And now, we're going strong, man. So we got something that can last. So I'm excited, bro.
Me too. I'm excited too. So today's phrase, not gonna hold you, is one that I've heard. Is for me, it feels academic, but I don't want to lead too much, but it's to me, it's powerful. It's a powerful phrase, and I want to get it done, because it's the last one we got for this season. I don't want to lose it. So today, man, we're going to unveil the origin, confirm the meaning, assess the value of the end justify the means. The end justifies the means. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll finish my thought on it and then let you pick up, bruh. So let Forrest talk to him. Like for me, it's like it's like a version of when a parent says, and you said this before in another episode, I got to look back, I'm doing this because I love you. I'm doing this because I love you. So the act I'm taking now is okay because of what I'm trying to get done. Like what I'm doing now is good, even if it don't seem good. The end justifies how I got there. What I'm trying to achieve justifies how I got there. And man, for me, I am eternally conflicted about this. Eternally, how I'm internally conflicted about this, because yeah, if you're righteous, yeah, if you're like not, woo. So yeah.
And that's all I have to say about that.
All right, brother, where you at with it, man?
I think it's one of those convenient sayings. You feel me? Like it's conveniently correct. You get what I mean? Like it's conveniently correct. It conveniently, once you get to the end, you can say, "Oh yeah, so that justifies the journey, or that justifies how I got there." You get what I mean? But if it's not successful, or even if it is successful and nothing came to it, then it's a situation where did it really, or is it just coincidental?
Yeah. Okay. All right, bro, because it's a lot of these cousins, man. This family reunion big when it comes to the time.
Yeah, we gotta do a family tree.
Straight up. Because they sound the same.
Blessed in Disguise has like a crazy family tree right now, my G. Like seriously.
Seriously, like, because it's like, oh yeah. Like, are people saying this? Okay, are people saying this during? I want to see, are you saying the end justifies the means during the means, or do you conveniently say it at the end? I do, and I haven't thought about that. And those are the phrases where I'm like, you're saying this with a period. You're saying this as a fact. That's what these phrases do. You live by it, but is it convenient for you to say, especially if you're doing wrecking shop, especially if you're a person that's ruining things around you, G? Like, if you're a person that's like, I'm just doing all this crazy stuff because and then you finally like come together as a unit, like a family. Finally, we came together as a family, but the person was just making everybody pissed, and everybody learned their lessons through how terrible this person was. What it is justified to mean. I would squint my eyes at that shit, bro.
Because nobody's trying to hear that during.
No, stop it. Is what I would say during. Stop doing that if it's bad.
Exactly. Yeah. If it's bad, stop doing it.
Stop doing it, Sean. I'm not about to, bro. And hold on, let me hit you with the force, because you can't want to. Your force sparked us.
And listen, Forrest went to the bathroom on the last week.
And while he was at the bathroom is one of the most historic moments in time. Is the reason what happened, because he went to the bathroom, because that was Forrest's life.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, he must have had too many Dr. Peppers and he went to the bathroom on me, dog.
Exactly. Nah, bro. Before we get into the definition of these, man, I like how you say that. I like where that is. I want to stand on it, stand on business. I want to stand on business with this one because I can't stand it, bro. From a personal experience level, bro. I can't stand I'm handling it this way because of what I think the end is going to be for all of us. Like, I don't know, man. Like, and the only thing that makes it positive for me, or semi like okay, is like when I think of conditioning in sports. That's the only thing where I'm like, that's the only thing where I'm like, yes, doing this terrible fucking thing is better for me in the end, and I get it in the moment. But also, I hate it in the moment. So, you feel me? You feel me? That's the only one, bro. Like, suffering for suffering's sake is not my deal. It's not my tribe, bro. Like, I don't suffer for the sake of the word existing, and I never will.
Yeah, but you know the crazy thing about that is like I feel like you wouldn't. How do I put this? I don't think you would purposely suffer to exist. Now, everybody suffers, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Suffers for a living. But I don't think you would purposely look for suffering to get it out of that. You get what I mean? Like, you're not going out there to purposely hurt or purposely take on a negative path to get to the promised land or something like that.
I'm with you. I think some people are conditioned to, and I think some people are selling that to people. The people that win off of your suffering, dog, is I think, and that's why I'll be like, blessing disguise. I'll pop you in the mouth. The ends justify the means. Only if the means are like clearly, like the path to the end has to be very clear for me to rock with it. All right, man, we getting going. Let's get to the definition of this.
Man.
So we got,
if these definitions are, I'm so sorry, man, because if these definitions have absolutes, then I think this is going to change it for both of us.
Absolutely. All right, let's go Merriam-Webster. Merriam-Webster says the ends justify the means is a desired result is so good or important that any method, even a morally bad one, may be used to achieve it. That's where I'm at, bro. Okay, Merriam, for the first time standing up in a long time, a desired result is so good or important that any method, even a morally bad one, may be used to achieve it. All right. Here comes the usual dictionary.com says a good outcome excuses any wrongs committed to attain it. Yeah, we getting to where I thought it was.
Exactly.
And I wrote this a while ago. I wrote this episode a while ago, so it's actually catching me by surprise, which is typically not the case because I like to write episodes closer to when we shoot them. And then Cambridge said a situation in which the final goal is so important that any way of achieving it is acceptable.
Yo.
Yep, go.
Let me start.
Yep.
Because I didn't know how like slimy this goddamn phrase is. My nigga, like this is a really like underhanded, like preaching like, hey, playboy, if you gotta cut some throats, cut some throats. You get what I mean? Like, I didn't think I got it, and I can see how it pertains to it, but I didn't think it was like, yeah, playboy, we out here getting it by any means necessary. Even if we gotta go ahead and sweep the leg, Johnny. We gonna get it. We gonna get it, bro.
Nancy Kerrigan.
We gonna get it.
Come on.
Nancy Kerrigan.
I need to go.
We about to get it, dog. We about to get it.
Bro, it's no 2 out of the 3 explicitly say, even if we gotta go.
Explicitly, bro. Explicitly, dude. Because they start off good. Hey, man, yeah, man. Just work hard. Work hard to get what you. But if you don't.
Exactly.
If you don't work hard, make sure these motherfuckers don't see you. If you got to go around the back, make sure that you knock out the cameras first. Like, wait, what?
Yeah, bro. Like, whoa. Whoa, cuz. So.
What?
Yes. That's where I'm at, bro. So, That's I'm gonna let folks know now when it comes to grading this, especially since it's me and 20 and no guests. When it comes to grading this is directly impacting the grade, y'all. I'm just telling you right now, these definitions directly impacting the grade. I'm telling you right now. I know the tourney coming up. This is directly impacting the grade. Be honest.
Yeah.
Be honest, G. Like, not fucking with it, bro. Because
I hear you, dude. Because morally, dude, it's like it's testing your moral compass. You get what I mean? Like knowing it. Now that you know the definition, it's testing your moral compass. It's like, are you willing to go against what you believe to get this? You get what I mean? Like, are you really knowing it? Are you really now willing to go against what you believe to get this? And it's saying, hey, I don't know about them, but it's okay with me.
It's okay with me.
That's what the definition is saying.
It's okay with me. Yeah, it's okay with me. That's what they saying, bro.
Yes, bro.
Shout out to James Gucci, man. Look, bro. And another part that like throws me as people as we are, like I can talk to you as my friend, as my brother, and say like the reason why I'm getting a little besides the macaroot in the mug. The reason why I'm turning up a little bit is because you're putting me in position to have to decide when, like, if somebody else is on this type of time, like I gotta look out for like that happening. So do I gotta do that to keep up? Like forget like there's the first decision is in isolation. The second decision is in competition. So I'm like, all right. Now, how dirty do the game gotta be?
How dirty do the game gotta be? And you know what? Honestly, with that saying, oh, it don't matter how dirty it gotta be.
Put down the dawn. It don't matter how dirty it get. Don't even bring no dawn.
Put down the dawn.
Put down the dawn.
Put the dawn down.
Put the dawn down. It's dirty over here.
We about to get greasy. Put the dawn down. Put the dawn down. We about to get greasy by any means necessary because it's gonna justify. It's gonna get justified at the end.
At the end, you gonna know why at the end, bitch.
Where'd that come from?
I ain't never hit the button so fast. Dog. I gotta figure.
But that was perfect, actually.
Bro, because I need to know. Is that Dynamite or is that you?
You know that's Dynamite,
my
bro.
dog. What's up, Dynamite? About 6'5" now. Little Bryce. Hey, I'm calling him Bryce. I'm calling him like Dynamite. Bryce James. Huge, bro.
Yes, he done got a little growth spurt on me. He's about 125 now.
Golly. Y'all don't even realize, man. If y'all check out the boardwalk scene, some BTS for y'all. Y'all check out the boardwalk scene, y'all to see Black Dynamite. Y'all check out the boardwalk.
Yeah, he looks nothing like that.
And he looks nothing like that now. Just to let you know.
He looks nothing like that now. And he was a pretty good size then.
Exactly.
But he looks nothing like that.
Let's get it. Come with me. Widely attributed to Machiavelli's The Prince, which does reflect the philosophy of the End Justifies The Means, but does not use the phrase in its wording. So the possible source they're saying is Ovid's Heroides, which is 10 BC, like 10 BC, super early, which says the outcome justifies the deeds. It says it in Latin, but it says the outcome justifies the deeds. So the Heroides is a letter to the heroines. It's a collection of 15 epistolary poems composed by Ovid. The Heroides were long held in low esteem by literary scholars, but like the other works by Ovid, were reevaluated more positively in the late 20th century. So the work is from a perspective of women. That's why niggas did not want to hear it. It's from the perspective of women. So, okay, that's interesting. So the ladies said, wait a second.
Wait a second.
I thought everything was our fault.
Wait
a second. Ovid's a man, but I'm just saying it's from the perspective of a woman.
Okay.
So like Ovid, the writer's a man, but he's saying it from a heroine. So like winning women, heroine or winning women. So like Again, I wrote this so long. I didn't pull the line that they said the outcome justifies the deeds, but my context clues would say they're talking about some shit that maybe the women did or the heroines. I mean, okay. Again, this is implication and assumption because I didn't connect it, but maybe they're saying like for us to be heroines, we had to do some dirty shit for us to stand on it.
Yeah, and let me say that.
Yeah.
Let me say this, like, shit, you never know. Like, it was a lot of women that were doing things, but just letting dudes do it. You get what I mean? So it's like maybe these women were actually writing it, and then Ovid was just like a companion or type of
right.
You know what I mean? And that time, that goes to show you that, you know, the things that they probably talked about the things they had to do to get to their status where they are now, that they are somewhat respected.
Exactly.
And it's like what we went through, which was, I'm pretty sure it was some finessing going on to get to where they were, because that's, you know what I mean, like that's how it was back then. So I'm pretty sure there's some finessing going on, and they trying to say like, look, all that stuff that we probably put ourselves through or we had to go through, you know, to get to where we are, to get even heard in a room full of men.
Yep.
You know, that's what justifies the means, as opposed to how it is today. You scheming and
exactly. I'll give that grace. Like this.
Yeah, man, because some women probably had to lay down back then. You feel me? Lay down with. You saw it in goddamn, what was that movie? 300.
300.
I need everybody's ear. What you gonna do for me?
Yeah.
Then you gotta lay down with the nigga. You feel me? And then all of a sudden, you know, you get their ear.
Yep.
So maybe in those sense, I can see definitely in that aspect how these women were like, couldn't really get behind that just to make themselves, I want to say, just to ease what's going on, ease what they had to do.
Yep.
Because, you know, that male dominated world was real back then, bro.
Realer than real.
It was real. It was way worse than the 90s.
Yeah.
I know we just only got a couple generations. I can only imagine back then where it was like, what are you doing here, boy? Boy? Somebody come get this. Yeah, I mean,
what is she saying? What is she talking about?
She in the wrong room. You feel me? So, yeah, I get it. I get that. It's all about timing, I guess.
True. All right. Next would be George Washington, our good boy G-Dub. G-Dub. His family motto translates to the outcome is the test of the act. In other words, the end proves whether the means were good or not. So Phyllis is a character in Greek mythology who actually said this. And part of Washington's motto was pulled from this Greek mythology. Basically, like not so much that the ends justify the means, is that, like you said, the convenience of what the outcome is tells you if it was worth it. Like, it wasn't worth it if you did all this bull and nothing good came from it. That's what George Washington said. Now, as a person who's been on the show with you for a long time, the context around that may be, look at this wonderful land. What we had to do for this land to be so wonderful has to be all right, right?
Has to be all right. Because now we got wonderful land.
Yeah.
Now we can expand the colony, even though we had to get some motherfuckers up out of here.
Yeah, we had to get some folks gone, and we needed some help building this while we was getting them gone.
We need some help building this too as well. So, you know, you can say you helped build it.
Yeah. To me,
you can't enjoy it. Hey, listen. Don't get me wrong. You can't enjoy it, but you can say.
Hey, before I go any further,
because I know we're saying, I know I'm using we, and I'm saying we're expanding, and I'm saying we're going to have more land, and I'm saying, you know, we can, you know, build something great together. I know I'm saying that. But what I'm really saying is that you're going to have to help me build this thing. You're going to have to help me build this thing. You can say you help me. You can say it.
But you're going to build it.
But you're going to build it.
You're going to do the work. And you can't enjoy it. All right, look. So from Phyllis, that character from Greek mythology, the way they said it, I don't want to say the Greek thing, but basically the translation of what they said that was George Washington's family motto was, the event proves well the wisdom of her course. Basically saying like how wise the journey was is dependent on the end event. The thing that what you got out of it is basically tells you how wise that was, right? All right, so we mentioned Machiavelli though early on. So that lineage continued. So we're going to talk about the Machiavelli and the Prince. So Machiavelli was a Florentine Renaissance man. He was a statesman and a writer. Machiavelli is best known for writing about political philosophy. His best known book, The Prince, is from 1513, and it was not published though until 1532, and that was 5 years after he died. So that's why Pac loved it. That's why Pac loved it, y'all, because he was a shit talker who got popular. Now, Pac was popular before he died, clearly, but you know what I'm saying. So many people use the word Machiavellian to actually mean evil because his ideas have been viewed as wicked, right? So
that was before or after? Well, can't be after, but I'm assuming that was before he faked his death, or was that him? Okay, correct. I mean, you know what I'm saying. Like if he actually died, then that had to be after.
Correct.
He actually. Okay.
I got you. Yeah, I got what you're saying.
You got me.
Yeah. So.
But does the ends justify the means?
Exactly. Does the ends justify the means there? Who the hell knows? Let me see what some of the thoughts here.
Oh, boy.
Let's share some of these thoughts that Machiavelli had. So here's some of the things he said. He said, virtue doesn't always come from being morally good. A stable country or government also doesn't come from being morally good. He said, free will controls almost half of human life. The rest is controlled by chance or fortune. He also thought a leader needs useful leadership virtues rather than ordinary ones. Ordinary virtues can often be wrong for leaders. He also thought those weaker virtues were less needed than stronger ones. So fortune only respects strong virtues, and so do soldiers. He also said, when people look at the past as if it should have been and give up on the past as if it was, they are giving up on our survival. He also said, being hated is always worse than just being feared. He said, relying less on things you cannot control is a virtue. It's also best to know what limits you. He also said, knowing when to do good and when to be bad is a virtue. You got to know when to... Trying to always be morally good usually ends badly. For leaders, it is better to be well-liked. A leader should not try to oppress people or interfere with their women and belongings. Otherwise, things will end badly for them. All right, so he was just like, wait, what do you think about this guy, bro? Because I didn't I'm victim of like what people say about Machiavelli.
Right.
Reading those thoughts, where you at, man?
No, man, I just feel like you know at least 10 people right now. Well, I'm saying not even like saying friends, but like you know at least I even dumb it down a little bit. You know at least 5 people that think like that. Yeah. Like think how Machiavelli thinks right now.
Yes.
But back then it like either everybody held their tongue or everybody was just trying to be so like everybody else.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like, so the people that stood out were the people that talked like this and that stood on it. So it's like, I respect it because back then in a time where everybody was just trying to be the same fucking person or trying to be somebody of the past, here you go, somebody talking like, I don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
basically.
And we give props to people that are like more different now. So I don't think back then it would be any different. Like, yeah, man, like, hell yeah, talk your shit, bro.
Yeah,
because it's sometimes you're going to have to, do things against the norm.
Yeah.
I'm not saying go against your moral judgment and shit like that, but like it was bad during those times, dog. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't it was order, but it was more organization than order type of deal.
Great way to put it. Great way to fucking put it. Yes, it was more organized and actual order. I agree with that.
Yeah.
All right.
So when it comes to Machiavelli, I'm like, I kind of fucks with it because it just in that time, you needed people like that to get to where we are now.
Absolutely. I was just reading all this Prince thing. As you're reading that, I was reading like what he actually wrote in the Prince. Right. I'm gonna read some of this because it's tracking off what you're saying. So the Prince is actually a book that gives instructions on how to be a prince or a ruler and what they should do in politics. So he looks especially at what is called a new prince, saying that a prince from a royal family has an easier job because the people are used to his family and the way of life. All that is such a hereditary prince needs to do is carefully stick to the tradition. A new prince has a much more difficult job because he must get people used to his new power and build up new ways of working that people can get used to. This job means that the new prince has to act in a way people would not quickly criticize. But Machiavelli says that this may mean doing bad but necessary things which people do not see or remember. Otherwise, the new prince will find it difficult to get anything important done or even keep ruling. So he's like, man, like kind of like you said, like knock the cameras out. Like, yeah, I'm like, first be well liked. If you're new, you gotta be well liked. And to like really get people to like you for real, what you willing to do behind the scenes, put the knife to his throat to get people and tell the one person that's going to stop people from talking down on you, hey, either get him in line or get him out of here.
Yeah, because if the people around you like aren't scared, I don't say aren't scared, but aren't afraid to talk shit about you, then obviously those same people are gonna let other people talk shit about you.
Yeah.
So if it's like, yo, if you can nip that right now, you got a mouthpiece that's gonna be like, yo, nah, don't talk about it. Don't talk about him.
Yes.
He cut throats out here, bro.
Yeah.
Like he's cool. He's cool. But
yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, exactly. Bro. So
I know it's doing actually. It's actually it's grounding me from the energy I had at the top of the show. Luckily. But let me do this and see where you at with this. Let me see where you at with this. Again, this is all like kind of new information again because I wrote this so long ago. So what he's preaching in this, especially with new prince and new ruling, is the exact opposite of the dominant Catholic and scholastic doctrine of the time. So what people was preaching at the time, especially the Catholic Church, this is the opposite concerning politics and ethics. So at that time, which we can kind of still feel, politically, you had to be ethical. Like, at least on the surface, you had to be an ethical person politically. This changed that. And it says it's even contributed to our modern negative connotation with politics and politicians because politicians are more like this Machiavellian effort of just likable enough to get the vote, but to stay and get shit you want done, what you willing to do on the back end. And that's how we feel about politics now. So Machiavelli, although we knew that Machiavelli had impact, like this man had impact. You feel?
Oh yeah. No, it wasn't. He's an interesting find. So if you guys have a second to like just read about him or try to figure out a little bit more, it's definitely an interesting find, man. You get to see really what was going on in this dude's mind. Like obviously nowadays, majority of the people that know who he is that haven't really did the research, from Tupac, even though it's spelled differently. But I'll be honest with me, that made me look into who he was actually.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and it's interesting, bro.
It's very interesting, man. This dude
way beyond the fake death shit.
Yeah. And it's like, it's bigger than just being negative. And like right now, it's bigger than negative and also only bigger than revolution. Like, I think those are the two things Machiavelli gets, like revolution, anarchy, negativity, evil, even.
He gets the balance, bro.
Yeah.
He gets the balance.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So out of him, came a couple different like ways of being in society. So we got, what is it? Consequentialism. And consequentialism is a theory in the field of ethics, and it says that the moral value of an action can be judged by looking at the consequence it has. One of the big consequential theories is called utilitarianism. Okay, so before I get into utilitarianism, what do you think about consequentialism, bro, as ethics, basically saying it's only bad if it ends up bad? What do you think about that as a thought? It's only bad if it ends up bad. Is that not stupid as a stupid does? Is that not that? Is that not that though?
Yo, listen, bro. In college, me, Kevin Drakeford, Don Parrott,
who?
And
Don
Parrott and Toheed. We used to say this saying. I ain't gonna say it now. I'll tell you off the air.
Thank you.
But the fact that you said it, bro, it's the funniest shit ever. And if I sit up here and say I can't agree with that, then I'll be going against my whole like the beginning of my college career. So I'm gonna say this.
You could have grown though. You could have grown. You could have grown. But I respect you standing on business.
Oh, I'm standing on business, bro, because I don't want to take out the comedy of the saying. You get what I mean? Like I'm not going to ruin the comedy of the saying because it was so good back then to the point where it's like forever. These dudes forever rent free in my heart, bro, because of this saying. It's super weird, but yes, I do feel like that. Like it is that. I feel like that.
My nigga, rent free in the heart is hard, and that's stolen. I'm stealing that, bro.
Go ahead,
bro.
Go ahead,
because it's the anti rent free in the head. Rent free in the head is negative connotation.
Yes.
Rent free in the heart is positive. And you know,
It's
I love
positive.
love. I love that, brother. All right, look, utilitarianism. Jesus, utilitarianism is the view that the right thing to do is what is the utilitarianism is the view that the is the view that the right thing to do is whatever is most useful. It is a philosophical position about ethics. It comes from the word utility, clearly, which means usefulness. In most forms of utilitarianism, things that increase human well-being or happiness are called useful. This is not limited to happiness caused by a single action, but also includes the happiness of all people involved in all future consequences. So what utilitarianism says is what all the person should do is an effort to provide an answer to the practical question, what should people do? And the answer is that a person ought to act as to maximize happiness or pleasure and to minimize unhappiness or pain. Little to no examples of utilitarian nations exist. The pandemic was the closest chance we had. Yeah. So today utilitarianism happened slightly during the pandemic. It was getting there. So where you at with that? What ought a person do? Happiness, and because I got you know where I'm at. I think a little bit because money can't buy happiness is part of this to me. But where you at with utilitarianism?
I think it's more perspective then. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really saying if you think it's good, you know, like isn't that kind of like what you're saying?
Basically, it's like the next level of that. Like not only is it good, it's useful. So the good thing is useful and it's still perspective. I said you ain't gonna get no, sorry to interrupt you, ain't gonna get no common ground on everything useful. You're never gonna get no. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying, and that's exactly where I was gonna go next. It's like on everything, like there's, bro. I don't believe that.
Yeah, like how would you get a consensus of overall happiness for the majority? How could you? That's why everybody's arguing now,
right?
Because we're trying to please everyone. We literally are trying to please everybody, and that causes conflict. It doesn't cause unity; it causes conflict. Because for instance, we're like no flex, electric car or whatever. Gas is not useful to me anymore. So like I'm out the conversation. I don't go fuck any law with gas that benefits people with gas. I don't care. I can only say as you is it useful. and you would say it's useful for me, I would either have to be like, all right, but am I going to get on the line, picket line for that? Maybe, maybe not. You feel what I'm saying? So how far am I willing to go?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I definitely get that. Yeah, and the crazy thing about what you just said, Mario, is like something that you like. How quickly do you turn that because you've been relying on gas majority of your life?
Of my life. Yeah.
So now it's like
it's circumstantial, bro. Like usefulness is based on your circumstance and your position at the time, your perspective. Like you said, like the minute I need a gas car, let's get back on this. Let's get back on this lower gas. Let's get back.
Vote yes. So probably
exactly. As of right now, I don't know gas prices. Like, and that's just a very low. I mean, it has real impact, but that's a low level example of where I stand on utilitarianism. Is like it's a great theory. It's a great theory, man. Great theory. You can't hug everybody though, because everybody don't wash their hands type shit. Yeah. That's great. My guy, you already know I want power. I want pause. I want 20's power every chance I get. Don't make that face. Don't grimace. What you got, man? A through F.
No, listen, man. I think this is the part that helps it out a lot, bro. Because if you're talking about all the way, what you said, 10 BC?
10 BC, fam.
You got, dude, that's an A. That's an A, man. Like it's an A. People still use this phrase today. You know, even right now, I feel like it still is going to make me feel a certain way when somebody says it. Mm-hmm. Like even now, it's going to affect me. Mm-hmm. You know, like before, like I would say, it was been like a span where it's like when somebody says it justifies me, it was just something here for me. Now knowing the definition, now like I'm looking at motherfucking sideways, like
like you willing, you really,
you willing out here, bro, you willing out here. So yeah, now see, even now, it still affected me. So I'm gonna give it an A, bro.
My dog. All right, speed for me. The End Justifies The Means. I mumbled through it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But you can still get.
And I was about to say, with the mumbling, it's like one of those things where like you replace the letters with numbers or like mismatch. You know what I'm saying. Like I want to say it so smoothly that because it gets there. So I'm actually going to give that a B because of that. Because there's like a lot of, like none of the letters actually flow, but I can get them to flow and people gonna get it. I get out a B. Now G, are you rocking with the End Justifies The Means as it stands today?
Yeah, I will say this. One of my friends, Jeremy, he watches the show, and he goes like, now he says, "Oh, I fuck with it. I fuck with it." Like he's a French guy, and now he's like, "Oh, I fuck with it, Chris. I fuck with it." So this one right here, bro, I am really in the middle. So I'm going to give it like, I guess I fuck with it because only reason why I say that. I can't fuck with it personally. Mm-hmm. Personally, I can't fuck with it. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. That doesn't mean that, you know what I mean? Like everybody, there's people out there that fucks with it heavy. That does not mean that, you know, I should give it an F just because I personally don't fuck with it.
Yeah.
Because I choose not to. Now, mind you, it could be a situation where I'm actually doing it, and I'm actually. You know what I'm saying? Like
no. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it because I don't want to do it, but I will do it because I have done it. That sums it up for me, bro.
Yes, bro. Yes, bro. That's why I can't set it down. I can't shit on it like I want to shit on it. I can't just because I know that I'll probably still do it, but just not say it.
Like, damn it! I lost 4 minutes of sleep because I rocked with Ends Justify the Means in practice. didn't say it to myself, didn't utter the phrase, but the action would be the Ends Justify the Means here. that was an Ends Justify the Means move right there, boy.
I just want to let you know. I can't say it, but
exactly. You would never hear me saying it.
You did not hear this from me.
Every time, bro. Every time it gets there, bro. Like, damn. Like, I knew the light was red. Bro. I gotta get there, cause this time I gotta get there, bro. This time I gotta get there. Usually, I know why there's red lights. I respect it. It's bad to run red lights. Don't do it.
Yeah.
This time,
it was still yellow when I
morally, it was yellow when I hit the gas hard.
Morally, yellow means slow down.
Yeah, it doesn't mean stop. Red's the only one that means stop, brother. Red's the only... Now, did I see it go red? Anyways, I'm going C+. I think you can go C+.
Yeah,
C+. It's like... What a phrase, dog.
What a fucking phrase. I didn't expect that from the End Justifies The Means.
Me neither, G.
You know what? The crazy thing about it is, like, this is once again, while we have this show, this is once again to show you, like, bro, like, you really got to be careful what you're saying and how you're saying it, because if you're saying that to somebody who actually has the knowledge behind the phrase, like, they'll really look at you differently.
Yeah.
Because, right, majority of the people are going to say it in a positive manner.
They are.
You know what I mean? They're going to try to say it to recoup. They're going to try to say it to kind of recover.
Yep.
But by the way of definition, man, it's just like getting it how you can. Dog.
Basically, it's like, hey, man, it's a Jeezy album. Nigga. Like, this is a Jeezy Gucci album. This is, like, I'm here because of this. You feel me? Out the mud. Yeah.
You can. If I gotta, I'm still trying to get it. You feel me?
Yeah. Just so my mama can eat. My mama can sleep.
So yeah, man, that's how I feel.
Word. Doggy. Now we still got one more thing. Last one of the season, y'all.
The Dictionary of Misinformation.
Come on, dog. What letter we got?
Let's go with N.
Ooh, this okay. Let's see. I did opened up to M. N. Oh. Okay, let's go with nice. Okay, let's go with the word nice. Let's debunk something about the word nice. Nice has had an interesting history, deriving from the Latin nicius, meaning ignorant or not to know. Its meaning in the 14th and 15th centuries commonly was foolish or wanton. To refer to someone as a nice person was no compliment. Through a process of linguistics, sometimes called elevation, the word has gradually, over the centuries, achieved its present largely favorable connotations. However, something of the old meaning is still preserved in the expression a nice distinction, which does not really signify a valid distinction, but whether somewhat a nitpicking or foolish one. Well, now that's a nice distinction, I must say, was the example that the book gave. So I can see that there is still a part that's alive that says nice does not mean good, but it actually means foolish. And I'm only adding to this. I'm not debunking. I'm not pushing back. But in Germany, bro, when I was over there, to call somebody nice was not a compliment. Like, they'd be like, if they said a person was nice, it was just that they're like, meh. It's not even foolish. It's not to that extent, but like, that's not a, like, Americans try to be nice is what they say. Like, they try to be nice, but nice is just like, meh.
All right. And you know what? The crazy thing about that is that if you actually go a route go about it and pay attention to it, I guess, when you say it and what you're really saying it to, it's always like gaslighting it type thing.
Yeah,
You know what
I think
mean?
so. I think so. Yep.
Because if they're better words, like if you really enjoy something, there's better words to say.
Exactly.
That'll hit a little bit harder than oh that was nice. Like, oh, that was nice. That was okay.
Yeah, you're actually like trying to gaslight, like fluff something you ain't rock with for real.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
And to be nice, it's like, no, you want to be kind. You want to be nice. You want to be this. You want to be, you know what I mean?
Be
like,
nice. Be nice.
She's too nice. Don't do that to her. She's too nice.
Yeah.
That means foolish. That can be foolish.
Yeah. She's a nice, like nice. And we're going. Typically, we wouldn't do this / show and our show. Is that like
that's crazy? That's
it still fits. It's still kind of sitting there. We twisted it up for whatever reason, but it's like nice is the cover up for nothing. Right. To me, like when you call something nice, you are calling it like nothing, really, because there are better words for the things you want to call it. If something is nice, you're really describing it as nothing. Like you're just trying not to be negative, but you're not being positive. All right,
exactly.
All right, now we here. Talk to me, dog.
Oh no, man! Just guys, I can't reiterate this enough, man. Enjoy your life. You only got one. You know, try not to be so held up on proving to other people that you deserve to be in their lives. That's one thing that can take away your time even quicker. So enjoy your life, and the people that see you enjoy your life, they're gonna positively gravitate to you.
Man. Hey, I love that, brother. I love that. Thank you, dog. Thank you to all the viewers, listeners for season 3. We'll be back with the tournament episode. All the rankings were lined up. We'll have the Expression Appraisal team back. You can find us for this episode and that episode on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. YouTube for the visuals. Underdog Podcast Network, rocking with you. Thank you. At PraiseThePhrase.com. By the time this episode airs, being 20 on to other things that y'all should be excited about. We'll see y'all, San Fran. We'll see y'all in a minute. And then, of course, tip your flight attendants, tip your bartenders, pick up your litter, wipe your nose, kiss your mama if she here, pray to your mama if she not, tell her thank you. Don't use the salt. I know winter coming up. Don't use the salt. Use the rocks. Better for the environment. You feel me? Socks on in the house if you don't have carpet. All right. And always remember that values in the high appraiser. I fuck with y'all. See you next week.